will have my sister, one of our family, the cousin, or whatever, Glennie King. She would like to come to the podium and give awareness. I'm gonna let her come in her own way to the family. Okay. All the way from Chi-Town. Thank you, God. I'm good. Good morning, everyone. I would like to thank Pastor Dean and congratulate him and his beautiful wife on their marriage. Let's give them another round of applause. I would like to thank him for allowing me to speak a few moments about something that's dear to me and something that is pressing, but the United States of America are not letting us know here who we are in the world. So I have had the privilege and honor of speaking at the United Nations in April of this year at the third session on the Permanent Forum of People of African Descent. So at that time, I did do what they call an intervention. They gave us 2 minutes to speak, the public being able to speak there. And what I shared with them is a definition of what they are calling us now, and they are calling us Afro-descendants. Not only calling us, that is our identity. I know all of us recall, our ancestors were not brought here to be free. There were no intentions of our ancestors being free at all. So, and if you visit the Legacy Museum that's here in Montgomery, that information is there. It's a beautiful place to go and visit and learn more about our history. So, since they didn't intend for us to ever be free, they stripped us of everything, including our language. Who takes a language away from a people? Because your language ultimately ties you to the land, the country that you are from. But they took that from us. So, in 2002, there were representatives from countries in the slavery diaspora. These countries, it was 19 of them. Our representatives from the United States were the Honorable Salis Muhammad and Queen Mashaki Muhammad, who is Harriet Abubakar Esquire. They were there and gave definition to our identity, Afro-descendant. So, at the UN, at this permanent forum on people of African descent, I recommended that the definition that they drafted be accepted and that the United Nations accepts it, since we are Afro-descendants. That means we are Afro-descendants as a people. Some of us may call ourselves Black, then you're a Black Afro-descendant. Some of us may call ourselves Hebrew Israelite, so you're a Hebrew Israelite Afro-descendant. Just like people in Brazil and across the slavery diaspora, some of them call themselves Afro-Brazilian, Afro-Caribbean. So they're just Afro-Brazilian Afro-descendants. So it doesn't take anything away from us of who we are. We are just enhancing and taking on our new identity, a new nationality of people that had it purposely taken away. So I would like to share that definition with you that I shared with them and ask them to recommend to the member states, the United States, Germany, all of these member states, they call them member states, these countries. They are member states. So I asked them to recommend this definition that the Honorable Salas Muhammad and Queen Mashaki Muhammad, again, Harriet Abubakar Esquire, had drafted. It goes like this. The term Afro-descendant refers to peoples who were forcibly dispossessed of their homeland Africa, were transported to the Americas and the slavery diaspora for the purpose of enslavement, were subjected to slavery, were subjected to forced mixed breeding and rape, have experienced through force the loss of mother tongue, culture, and religion, and or have experienced racial discrimination due to lost ties or partially lost ties from their original identity. Does that describe us as a people? Yes, it does. It describes us as a people, and that's what we are, a people, but we have been lost from our original identity. Excuse me, and we have a new identity now that will unify us not only here in America, but with the other of us across the slavery diaspora, which totals more than 250 million people. Just think of the unity and the power that we would have as a people in this world and be recognized and gain our dignity back. Because it is not fair just for a few of us to make it here in America or across the world, but all of us should be. Our ancestors, they paved the way for us. They suffered. They were stripped of everything. And now it's time for us to grow up and do what we need to do in the future for our children so they can be free. Free indeed. We may not see it in our lifetime, but we're going to work towards it so our kids can be free. They won't have to suffer from all of this hardness, this racism, this oppression that's updated now. It's just an updated fashion. They still haven't taken out of the laws that we're 3/5 of a human being. Come on. A country, let's make America great. We're making America great. Afro-descendants. Just think if you were to leave here today, where would they be? We're holding them up. We're the superpower. That's right. That's right. Let me calm down. So, there's a war for the minds of our people, and America is doing its best in these other countries to keep our minds fixated on other things that are going on, and we don't have time to even think about ourselves and what's best for ourselves. We become complacent and just kind of living and accepting what we're doing sometimes. But let's get out of that. Sometimes it's not going to be easy. Some of us may lose our lives. And I'm talking here, I've been at the UN, who knows, I might lose my life. But it will be for something. It will be for us to be free as a people. So there are others who have received reparations. We need our reparations. We need repair as a people. We need that repair. Not only do we need money, we need more than money. We need a land that we can call our own. And I asked at this permanent forum, also as a recommendation, that we, the Afro-descendant nation, who I am the president of, become the 194th seat of those states there in the UN. We need someone speaking for us. When America goes, she's not speaking for us, she's speaking for everybody in America, which is white America. Amen. It's not Afro-descendants, us as a people. So just like the Jewish people went and got their reparations, they went, they have a Jewish materials claim against Germany. They're still receiving reparations today. Still. And they're coming up with all different type of programs that they can pay their people monies. So don't let anyone tell you that we don't deserve reparations. I don't even listen to it. It's just noise. Because it is wrong for them to even think that they shouldn't pay us reparations. They owe us a debt. We have to pay credit. If we get a credit card, we pay that debt, right? So now it's time for America to pay their debt and all of these other countries that were associated with it as well. We are running a plebiscite, which a plebiscite is a vote for you to have a voice in what you would like. So on that plebiscite, there is a box where you can check that you're Afro-descendant. If you feel you have a choice, it's your vote. Do you want to claim and declare that you are Afro-descendant from that definition that I read there? We have suffered through Jim Crow laws, and these laws are still not meant for us. And anytime we talk about reparations, they say they have to do a study. A study on what? You have been studying for years. We already have that. So it's time out for all of these studies. Let's get to work and decide how much and what and a land that we can call our own. We need that land that we can call our own. We look at the Indians, the Native Americans that are here in America. They receive reparations. Do you hardly see any of them now? Well, so they spin it right back in here because they're here, right? But look at the Jewish people and their reparations. They got a country, a land that they can call their own. And they built that. And they are on the world stage. They don't call them a third party country, do they? Excuse me, a third world country. So they are up there at the top and still receiving reparations. So now it's our time. So with this plebiscite, the number for that, if you text reparations to 877-506-2184. Again, that number is 877-506-2184. Let your voices be heard. I love you. I have enjoyed my family this weekend. My flight was canceled on Friday. I thought I wasn't going to make it. I hopped in my car and drove from Chicago. So it was real worth it. Thank you all so much for being here. And Harris family, the love that we have and have been sharing with each other this weekend has been wonderful. I hate I have to leave tomorrow. Okay, thank you. And thank you again, Pastor Dean, for giving me a few minutes to speak. All right.
Have a number one more time. Oh, yeah. 877